Hey there, thanks for clicking on my video. If you clicked on it, that means you want to learn how to make this cool LED costume. It is amazing, and if you make it for yourself, I assure you, you will be the star of the show. I tell you this because when my husband wore it last year, he got crowds surrounding him. So if you want to learn how to make it, stay tuned. Here's a clip of my husband being a star and loving it. Even though he gave me no credit for helping him, and I'm still mad. Yes, honey, I will never forgive you. Jokes aside, it was amazing. I was loving it myself. That he was just like a little kid all over again, and people and kids loved it. So this year, I decided to be a stick woman myself, and I decided to make a costume for my daughter too. She's 3. I hope she wants to wear it, because I already made it and I don't want to have to go through all this trouble for nothing. But anyway, thanks to my niece for modeling the costume since my daughter didn't want to put it on to model it. And let's get to the fun part, making it. What you will need: LED lights, of course. We got them in the color white. That's up to you what you prefer, but the white stands out way more in the dark. I think, at least. I got these on Amazon and I have used them before on my husband's costume last year. They should preferably be non-waterproof. That means not waterproof, okay? Because they are more flexible. And you will see what I mean more into the video. The box of lights comes with this extra adapter and these 2 connectors. These come very in handy. But since I don't want anything to go wrong, I decided to go ahead and buy more connectors because you can never have enough. The packet comes with 10 of these flexible connectors and these 2 little corner adapter things that you can use with other connectors that it also comes with. These right here. And these come very much in handy if you happen to cut your LED strips too short. You can easily reconnect your strip with these. It also comes with these little 2 clips. I did not use them, but I just wanted to show you guys that it also comes with those. You will also need scissors, of course. And my favorite weapon, the glue gun. If you're using a glue gun, of course, glue sticks. A measuring tape is optional, but if you want to be really precise, you must use one. You will need black clothing, a long sleeve black t-shirt, and I got this one for my daughter for $2.99, so cheap at Factory to You, just in case you don't know about that store. It's amazing. She already also had these black pants, so I'm gonna use those. For the headpiece, you're gonna have to get creative there. Either use wire, you can use cardboard. I'm using this foam thingy that came with a poster I had, and it's the perfect size for my daughter. I'm just gonna glue the 2 ends together, and it's lightweight, so perfect. For mine, I'm using wire, so you can decide on that. I will mention though, at the Dollar Tree they do sell wreaths. They're foam wreaths, and they're basically the same size as this. No, a little bit bigger because it fit my head, so it's bigger. And they would be the perfect size for a grown-up. Or just get creative and you don't have to spend a single dime. We'll also need something to secure it onto your head. I'm using a headband, and I'm gonna wrap that headband in black electrical tape. You could also use an elastic band if you want to. It's up to you on that. So finally done with the boring part. Now let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and glue my foam piece together like I told you. Just gonna glue the ends together with my glue gun. Not gonna lie, this part took me a while. I had a hard time holding it together, so I ended up putting tape where the ends meet so it could hold it while the glue dried. Then I went ahead and measured my headpiece, and it measured 23 inches. Now that we had the headpiece measurement, we're gonna measure from the neck to the wrist. Now that I have my 2 measurements and they add up to 37 inches, that's where we are going to cut on the strip. This part is always nerve-wracking, but I was lucky enough that the 37-inch mark was right at the mark where you're supposed to cut it. The only part that you can cut on the LED light strip is right there where it has it marked. If you cut it anywhere else, you will mess it up, so just cut carefully. Cut at your own risk. So before we move on to the next step, I'm going to show you how to reconnect the strips, which is very easy. Just the adapters sometimes give you a little bit of a hard time. So it's supposed to be as easy to just put it in, but sometimes the adapters have like plastic residue. You just want to get something sharp and get it in between the wedges. You can also lift up the little metals ever so slightly But make sure the corners, the sides where it's going to go through, are cleaned out very well. And right there you can see I'm lifting them up. Almost nothing, just a little bit. And then you'll see that it is very easy to put them in and out. Kind of messed up there, but you get the point. And then it'll be really easy to just put them in. And when you're done, glue them or tape them and secure them so they won't budge. So I don't know what happened, but I lost the footage of where I attached the LED light strips to my phone piece, but here it is. It's very easy. The lights are like stickers. You just take off the little paper that it has on the back and you just stick it on. It's pretty easy. So now I'm just measuring where my lights are gonna go. I put the shirt on my daughter and made markings to know exactly where I want the lights to go. So I'm just gonna measure it and then cut the light strips again. So I got 53 inches and I was lucky that it was really close to the cutting part. There's a cutting part like every inch or two, so no worries. But you always wanna cut ahead, not less. You're always gonna cut more ahead because you can always cut more, but you can't really easily add unless you have the adapters. So here I'm just sticking on the LED light strips onto the shirt, and as you can see, I'm peeling off the back paper thing that it comes with so it can expose the sticky part and I can stick it onto the shirt. And I'm not glue sticking them on yet because you never know if you want to take it off and replace something. I did have to do that, so I'm glad I didn't glue them on right away. Another thing to mention is when you stick them onto the shirt, you got to make sure that the place where you cut it is going to meet in the same place again with the adapters. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but where you cut it, that's where you have to reattach it with the adapters, because if not, it's not going to work and the light isn't going to transfer electricity or whatever the heck that science is. It's not going to do it and it's not going to turn on. That happened to me, so I had to unstick it and put it all over again, but the other way, which was the right way. And I really hope you guys understood what I said. Another thing, see how the corners of the triangle, the lights were just able to turn? That's what I meant when I told you that they're flexible. You can just make turns with it and you're not gonna have any problems like you would with a waterproof light. This is the part where I told you that the LED stripes weren't connected properly, so the light wouldn't transfer to the next one. So I had to unstick it, the dress part of the costume, and stick it again the right way. And voila, it works now, and I was very happy because it took me a while to figure it out. I had to call my cousin and ask him. And now on to the pants. You're going to take whatever you have left of your LED light strips and unravel it all the way because you're going to need this piece. That's what you're going to connect to your second battery because this costume is made up of two pieces. The top part and the bottom part, which is the pants. And on the pants, you're going to add the battery to those little cables, and you can put it on either leg. It depends on where you want to put it. That doesn't really matter. So just go ahead and glue on your LED light strips onto the pants. Here you don't have to first stick it on and then make sure it's right because it's only one piece. So there's pretty much no way you can mess it up, okay? So don't mess it up. So see, at the end piece, you're just going to glue it on and the cables are still going to be exposed. And remove all the excess silicone little strip spider webby things, even though no one's probably going to see them because it's going to be dark. Now that I know that everything is working, I'm going to go ahead and glue on the LED light strips onto my headpiece. How many times have I said LED light strips? My head hurts of saying it so much already. Just apply the glue in random spots and scattered areas until you are sure that the lights won't come off. Do the same for the rest of your costume. Everything, when you are sure everything works, glue it on so it'll stay put. Okay, so now that I know that everything works, I'm going to go back to my headpiece, and the LED lights come with this adapter at the beginning of the lights, and at the end of the lights they come with the exposed wires. So at the beginning of the wire, I'm going to cut it and expose the wires that are on there because those are the ones we're going to be connecting to the battery. We don't need the adapter part. Do this part very carefully. If you have wire cutters, that works the best. I did it with just scissors because I'm MacGyver, or what do they call that guy? And as you can see, the lights turn on in the background just by touching the battery. Now there is a way to do it with a switch, but I don't have the switch. I didn't buy the switch, and this is easy. So yeah, just go with it. So here's how it looks, guys. When you want to secure the battery onto the clothing, you can just glue it on with a glue stick. But I did end up cutting right there where I'm pointing at and putting an adapter so it can connect straight to the triangle. And I think that just made it look better. And yeah, like I was saying, when you want to secure it, just glue on the battery to your pants and your shirt, and then wait for the big day to glue on the wires onto the battery so they can be secure. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I worked really hard on this. I hope you like it. Let me know if you make it yourself. And once again, bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Sophie. Say bye.
Bye.